The Roto node in Nuke, how does that work? Okay, we're going to select our footage and we're going to come and click and press on tab and get Roto, right? There are two nodes. There's Roto and Roto Paint. Roto Paint we're going to discuss later. For now, we're going to talk about the Roto. All right, it doesn't need to be connected, by the way. It does not need to be connected to background for you to work with it. You can work with it without any connection. Let me just say, for example, I'm going to remove this one. And we're going to have this as number one. We can still work with it as if it's, even if it's isolated like this. When you bring it in, you get these tools in here. So you have this. This is actually, it's just a selection. Select what would you like to select. Now, we can't select splice points where we don't have anything, we didn't draw anything yet. So this is for selection purposes. This is for adding things. Yeah, so this is add point, remove point. Actually, it would have made a little bit more sense to have this one first on top here, because that's the sequence of events. Number one, you would have draw things, and once you draw them, then you decide to select them, and once you select them, then you decide probably to add or remove. So I think that's a more user-friendly thing. But anyway, that's what I think about the stuff. But anyway, so this is first start with here, the second one. You need to draw it, and generally it tends to be, I mean, depending on the shape. So we say, for example, we want to target what? This, well, this door in front of us, this door damaged with bullets. We are going to go with a Bezier. Cusp Bezier means cusp Bezier, so something like this. It has cusped edges, right? So the beauty is that every time you draw something, you have on the right here whatever you have worked on. So you can delete it, minus, okay? Or press delete once you select. I prefer to go with my Bezier, right? You got all sorts of rectangle, ellipse, whatever you want to select. I mean, it's a normal Roto node. It's a normal selection drawing thing. You would find it in Photoshop, you find it in After Effects, you find it in all sorts of applications. It's the same thing. So let's now target, let me just remove this one, and let's target this door. Yeah? We're going to do it with the Bezier. Bezier, opacity 1, fine, yeah, or yeah, that's fine, that's okay. We can just start drawing here. Well, as you can guess, I'm not going to spend too much time doing that because it's not what you want me to be doing, but you want me to show you what else you can do. And that's not really great. Well, that's actually a good opportunity to add another point, because I'd like to probably add another point here. Good. All right, let's go add another point. Add point. And we come over here and we add that point in here because it's a Bezier, so we get it as a Bezier. You can at any time change any one of these points. Let me zoom in. You can change any one of these points to something else. Say, for example, this one needs to be sharper than this. You just right click and say cusp desmooth. So this is now cusp and then or smooth. Okay, you just right click on it. Good. Okay, this part is quite simple, yeah? So it's not something we want to spend too much time explaining. You can select your stuff, but what the options that you have actually are quite cool. Where did we start drawing? We started here. Okay, in case you want to close the curve. If you want to open it, you just select this bit and click anywhere on any point. It's going to open where you have started. I'm going to click here. It has opened this bit. Yes, it has this one selected. It's a bit misleading, but it has opened this one. Now, if I click here again, it's going to close this one. Anywhere it looks at the shape as one shape. It doesn't matter where you click, but if you prefer to have it open, actually it could have worked like just having, let me just delete this one. Just a better example would be to go and draw a Bezier starting from here. Yeah, something like this. That's going to be fast. And we say, okay, fine, I'm okay with that. I'm going to close it. And then say, no, actually, you know what? Let's move this a bit down here. and we don't bother with it closed. So let's reopen selection. Sorry, it's in here. Open close. I'm just going to click anywhere and it's going to open my door from beneath here. Okay, so you get the point. So the first one is for selection. And so selecting what? Would you like to select points, splines, feather points? It is a nice time now to talk about the feather points because we already have our stuff. Let me close the shape because I prefer to have my shapes closed. All right, I'm going to close this shape. Oh, clicked again, sorry. Let's select all. Okay. Nice. Okay, how do we get the feather? Because we have in the options for this, have you noticed? It's not even connected. You can work with it completely not connected. And then when you need, you can connect it to whatever you want. Okay, you can connect it to the background and then add some mask or whatever. It's as you like. We have the feather here, but the feather is 0. So how about we increase it? Well, but we can't see anything. Why? Because you need to create the feather manually by dragging those points slightly where you want them to be. Okay, so let me bring it back to 0 here. Or you could, no, don't do that. If you right click and say set knobs to default, it's going to remove this Bezier drawing as well. It brings it back to default programming factory CD state where you just got it new. It's like this node is going to be reset back to where it came from, to the foundry. Yeah. So you're going to lose your drawing here. So yeah, this is right. So we're talking about feather. Now, if we want to feather somewhere, let me just make this one a smooth. Right. Let's assume you want to catch a little bit more. So what you need to do, every time you select, you see that handle. Right, okay. Now, you don't need to do anything than actually press Control. Just press Control and move it up. Now you get that feather area. All right? So, yeah, but where's the feather? I can't see anything. Well, you cannot see anything because we are not we don't have viewer. I mean, it's not viewing. This roto is like just floating around. Let's have it as number 2, for example. And let's get the alpha. Okay. I'm just scrolling back. Let's H. Okay. I'm going to set this. All right. So this is our feather over here. And you can see that you can increase, not increase, you can just make it bigger or smaller, right? So this value here of the feather, if you increase it, you're going to get more of it, even beyond the boundaries, or less of it, right? That's how much feather, not just the boundaries, okay? And then you can play with opacity and fallout. The fallout is like slowly fading out. It's the transition. It's making the transition smoother of the feather, right? Okay, so that was 1, I guess. Yeah. Let's now go back to our viewer 1, and we're going to press H, and we can't see anything. Why? Because we are still under alpha, and that video, that footage does not have any alpha. We go back to RGB, and here we see our stuff, our soldiers, and our door. Good. Okay, so this is about the feather. What else would we need to talk about? You can remove the feather. You can move the feather because you can select it. What we're going to do now is go and select feather points. I'm going to come over here, and then when you select now, what happened is that you have selected the feather point. When I'm going to move, the drawing is not going to move, but the feather point is going to move. See, let me go back to my number 2 in the viewer, and let's go get the alpha, and let's press H. Okay, it's a little bit off here. It is a little bit off. Let me just move it a bit. Actually, this is a 2K. The problem lies in the fact that, yes, okay, why do we have this problem? We have this problem because this is 2K, whereas this footage is 4K. But why is this 2K? Who defined this for us? This is 2K Super 35. This is the default that you get with Nuke. When you open Nuke for the first time, you get default. Where do we get that? You go here and then just like have your mouse on the node graph, and then you press S. Then it gives you the settings. And here you find full size format. And this is the format of your, this is the default that comes with Nuke. If you don't change it, that's what you have. We don't want this. We have 4K DCP. So now I've changed it to 4K DCP. I'm able to see my stuff in the right place, right? Now I can see that I am able to move those points that they have moved. Actually, it used to be here. Now they have moved. Let me just move them again for you. I can't see it again because I'm in A alpha. Sorry. I'm going to select the Roto and come over here, select the Bezier and come over here and then where's the selection? Oh, it's the selection. It's the selection one. Select feather points and here we go. You can move them up. We're just exaggerating things so that you see how much control you have once you go back in here and you move it back to the alpha. Okay, the feather points. Here you go. Okay, so this is how much control you have. You're able to select either the splines themselves, move the points. Points meaning the points of what you have. What you have, your drawing is what you have put in there. These are the original ones. You're not going to move your feather points if you select these. Let's say select. Okay, I'm going to select all of this and move it around. You don't move the feather ones. You just move the points that you have initially in your drawing. All right, now we're going back to our footage here and we go to our RGB, press H to frame the whole thing without borders, and I am going to, okay, here is you have the same thing. It's whether you want to click on a point, actually because I have it, oh, by the way, I have this one removed, okay? It is on remove point. So you can add point or remove point, and you can come over here, and then when you click on it, it gets removed. I have just clicked on control, pressed Control Z twice so that I have undone 2 operations. And what you can also do is, which you have here, you can right click on it and say cusp. So it makes it sharp in here, sharp edge. Same thing in here. You can make smooth, or what? You need to select first, then press, and then you get it smooth, right? I want, say, for example, this one to be sharp. So you get select cusp points, and then you press on this one and it becomes a cusp point. Okay, so this is your Roto node.